Hi everyone! Thanks again for joining us for this week's story time with Yankee Air Museum. This week we are reading Billy's First Flight Lesson, which is based on a true story about the aerobatic pilot Bill Barber. This book is written by Elaine Barber, illustrated by Linda Terentiak, and published by Ampersand Inc. This is being read to you with permission from the publisher. Enjoy! In a small house in Minneapolis, Minnesota, lived a small boy who had big dreams. His name was Billy Barber. Billy dreamt of flying. At breakfast, he made runways in his oatmeal and flew his spoon around his bowl. Sometimes he stretched out his arms and flew around the kitchen. Scooping up his books, he'd swoop down and kiss his mother goodbye and then fly out the front door. Zoom! Every day after school, Billy rode his bike to the Minneapolis airport. He spent hours watching airplanes take off and land. Airplanes of every shape and size were stored in the big white hangar. One day, Billy wanted to get a closer look. He hid his bike in the tall grass, jumped over the fence, walked into the hangar, and tiptoed around the planes. Some had 2 wings, some had 4, some had high wings, and some were low. "Hey, kid, how did you get in here?" The pilot startled him. "I just wanted to see the airplanes up close," gulped Billy. "What's your name, kid?" "Billy. I mean Bill. Bill Barber." Billy tried to sound older. "You're the kid who's always hanging out at the fence. You like airplanes, I bet." "One day I'm going to fly and be a great pilot," Billy said. "Have you ever been in a plane?" the pilot asked. "Last summer, an air show troupe came to town, and the pilot of a Ford Trimotor asked me to sell tickets for plane rides. At the end of the day, he took me up," Billy said. He was bursting with pride. "How would you like some first-class help around here?" Billy asked. "Are you saying you want a job? I guess I could use some help around here. How about a trade? I will pay for your time in flight lessons." "Flight lessons? Hot dog!" "At the end of each month, I'll take you up for a 30-minute flight lesson." "Sir, you've got yourself a deal," Billy said, holding out his hand. When Billy got home, he opened the front door, put out his arms as wide as he could, revved up his engine, and flew down the hall, into the living room, into the kitchen, and around his mother. "Please, please, please, Mom, please don't say no. You just have to say yes." "Mom, a pilot at the airport gave me a job today. He said he would trade me flight lessons for work. I can ride my bike there after school. Is it okay? Can I? Please?" "Well, all right, but you better keep up on your homework." And Billy was so happy he flew down the hall and landed in his room. Every day after school, Billy worked hard. He helped to push planes around, handed the pilot tools, swept the hangar floor, washed airplanes, and ran to the front office for coffee. Whenever he had a spare moment, Billy would sit in the cockpit of one of the airplanes and pretend he was flying up into the big blue sky, doing rolls, spins, and loops. At last, it was time for Billy's first flight lesson. He was so excited. He scrambled out of bed, threw on his clothes, and was running out the door when his mother called, "Billy, come eat! You need something in your stomach on this very important day." "No runways in your oatmeal this morning?" "Mom, that's kid stuff. Today I leave a boy and come back a pilot." When Billy got to the hangar, the pilot walked over to him. "Look, kid, I'm sorry, but I can't take you up today. We're having a problem. The GB's right rudder pedal is stuck." Billy could not believe his ears. This was supposed to be his adventure day. "I'll help you fix it." Billy grabbed a wrench and nudged his way through for a peek inside. "If I can fix the plane, will you take me up for my first flight lesson right now?" "Sure, kid, but what makes you think you can fix it?" "I think I see the problem." Billy climbed into the cockpit, squeezed his small hand under the rudder pedal, and pulled out a little black button. He gave the rudder a push and pop! The pedal eased up. Well, I guess I owe young Mr. Bill Barber a flight lesson right now, the pilot said, and I'll take that button, he told Billy, looking down at his coat. Billy and the pilot walked towards the Piper Cub, a small yellow airplane with a long black lightning bolt painted on each side. The flight lesson began with a pre-flight inspection. The pilot buckled Billy into the seat and taxied down the runway, going faster and faster until the plane left the ground. Billy saw the pilot motion for him to take the control stick. Nervous but filled with excitement, he grabbed the stick. "I'm flying! I'm really flying!" Billy flew over the runway, over the town, and over his own little house. Zoom! Captain William A. Barber was destined to become a world-class pilot. He first soloed at the age of 11 in his native Minnesota. In his mid-20s, Bill became one of the youngest commercial airline captains in the United States. He logged more than 30,000 hours of pilot and command time. In 1962, he was captain of the first United States aerobatic team, which competed in Budapest, Hungary. Barber was a flying Renaissance man whose aerobatic career spanned more than 25 years. He performed crowd-pleasing airshow acts that included dead stick sequences, rope ladder pickup, car top landing, team aerobatics, skywriting, wing walking, and comedy shows. He was awarded the Wilkinson Sword of Excellence and was inducted into the International Aerobatic Hall of Fame, the Minnesota Aviation Hall of Fame, and the Michigan Aviation Hall of Fame. Each year at the AirVenture Show in Oshkosh, Wisconsin, this award is given to an airshow performer extraordinaire who has demonstrated superb showmanship ability.